All right. What?
It's not for realsies. Oh, it is for
Oh,
realsies.
it is for realsies.
How long was that live for? Are we like for realsies live? Yes, we are for realsies live.
Wait. Yep. All right.
What? Oh, hello everybody. Welcome. Where's the Sick Show? Is said nobody ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're now 7 days to tech because, yes, we'll explain that later. Headline topics are obviously us rebraining. Raspberry Pi 5 is coming to no stores near you soon. TM. Do you want to do one?
Sure. Spotify gets text.
Do the other one too.
Epic Games is not so epic.
Yeah, we're gonna explain that later. Let's roll.
It's still. I didn't have time to update
Oh.
the intro.
Wait. Do you have a spare piece of paper? Let me make an intro real quick.
He's actually making an intro.
I'm making this in real time. That was the most amazing intro I've ever seen. Take
Yeah.
that, Linus.
Wait, should we just make that our intro?
If I make it slightly higher quality, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Okay, so let's get into the main topics. Raspberry Pi 5 might be coming to stores near you soon. From what I heard, it's gonna be coming in October, which is nice. So the Raspberry Pi Foundation, you know, the people who make the Pi, have announced the Raspberry Pi 5, the predecessor of the Pi 4. AMD, take notes. Now. The Pi
Here, I'll give you a paper.
Bro, yeah.
I'll give you a
Look at
branded
this
paper.
beautiful art.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Pi 5 has a Broadcom BCM2712. AMD. No, don't do that. 2.4 gigahertz quad-core ARM Cortex A36 CPU versus the Pi 4's Broadcom BCM2711 instead of the 2712. So it's literally the next chip over. It's the A72 instead of the A76, and it's only at 1.6 gigahertz, which is actually a little faster than my Chromebook, I believe, which is very disappointing. For Chrome. So I lost where it was. The new chip can run up to 2 to 3 times faster. That's like super duper fast. That's like blazing fast. 2 to 3 times faster than the Pi 4. It also uses LPDDR4 at 4 and 8 gigahertz. 4 and 8 gig SKUs at launch. They've upgraded from DDR3 to DDR4, which is now half obsolete. Thanks, DDR5. That's just amazing. It even has an FFC connector, or flexible something connector. I forgot what. It's the super fragile connectors that you always break when you're taking stuff apart. For PCI Express, or PCIe, which is like super cool if you want to add your $1,000 GPU to your $80 computer. The new Pis also added the long-awaited feature of a built-in power button. It's like literally right next to the LED lights. You just press it down, turns it off. You press it down again, and it turns on. So now you don't need to drill a hole in the top of your case to get it to turn on and off. I was just unplugging it and plugging it back in when I was screwing around with my Pi. Thank you. But along with the new power comes more heat, because inefficiencies. So the Raspberry Pi Foundation is releasing a new heatsink that prevents thermal throttling entirely. Jeff Geerling has tested this on his channel, so go check out his channel right now. Go subscribe.
Also subscribe to us.
Yes. This is the first time we're going to ask this, but it actually, works. There's, a Vertesium video about this, but, clickbait actually works surprisingly well. So, guys, if you like content and you want us to not be working for free, please subscribe. Now.
And, if you subscribe, merch? ?
Yeah, maybe. All this stuff, stuff is jam-packed into a credit card footprint. It's tiny. Just like all the previous Pis. The whole layout is the same. They also swapped around the USB order, or USB connector order. So instead of, Ethernet, USB port, it's USB, Ethernet, like it was on the 3 and 2 and also 1, I think. I don't know about the 1 because I don't know if the 1 was actually released. I don't remember. So the Pi's MSRP is $80, which is about twice the amount of Pi 4. Honestly, at that much, it's just kind of a small computer. That's more than Linus's $69 computer. So I have a couple discussions. Some of them I already thought about. I didn't put in the doc. So, discussion. Will the Pi 5 just be out of stock forever like the Pi 4?
If it's better, then probably.
Well, the whole reason the Pi 4 is out of stock is because, everybody wanted it, and they didn't have a lot of production capacity, and also the chip shortage. But, Jeff Geerling, again, he's the Pi man, he got a tour of their factory. They're actually trying to ramp things up. Also, one of the new features on the Pi 5 is that the bottom is completely flat. They're not using any through-hole components. Or if they are, they're cutting them off flush to the PCB, which is, very cool. And also, I don't think they have to have the big robot arms to go around and carefully put them in the PCB, because that costs a lot of money and time. Also, $80. That's a lot of money for a Pi. So my idea was they actually have a i3, i5, i9 sort of, or i7, i9 sort of system. So you can still get all the quality of life features, like the built-in debug port or something that they added on the Pi 5, the PCIe port, and DDR4. But if you don't want to pay $80 and you don't need that much power, you can just pay $60 and get a slightly less powerful chip. But still have all the juice. And the faster Ethernet and the faster SD card slot. I never got Pi 4. I have a Pi 3. So
okay,
that's big sad for me. So I don't get why they couldn't do something like that, where they have different chips. The BCM, all the BCM chips made for the Pi are, I believe, specifically made for the Pi. All the layout and stuff is made specifically to make the wiring easier. But also, it would probably be a lot more expensive to get a bunch of different chips. But on the flip side, you would be selling a lot more, maybe. I'm not sure. Or they could also, make it more like just a small computer and just have, the Pi form factor. like, you know how you have like your ATX motherboard, your other more different ATX, mini ATX, micro ATX, nano ATX. Yeah, no, this could just be called nano ATX. So you'd call it like the Pi form factor, and then you have like the Pi socket for your CPU. So you just like slot in your CPU on your Pi. So like if you're doing, I don't know, text processing or something, and you're like, oh no, my Pi is too slow, I don't want to pay much more money for new Pi. You just go to the Pi website, go buy a new CPU, and you just slot it in your Pi, and kabang kaboom, you still have a super tiny computer, but it's more powerful. Of course, the base cost might have to go up because sockets.
True.
But I don't see why there's any way they couldn't do that. They're not really limited by form factor because they still have those giant USB ports. I don't know. What do you think?
Pi.
Do. I don't think they could fit like the laptop RAM slots in that thing. They might be able to try though. So a laptop RAM is basically just RAM, but they shrink it a little bit, and then when you slot it in like that, and then you bend it down so it sits flat. It's super cool. I don't know. Should I get a Pi 5? Should we review it?
Sure. We could do a review.
You seem not very enthusiastic. You should be like, yes, we should definitely do a review right now.
Okay. Yes, we should definitely do a review right now.
Okay, yeah, that's the attitude I want. Thank you.
Or I will track you down and find you.
So they do have a pre-order, but should you get it? I mean, Jeff Geerling has already tested it. It seems pretty good. So if you want to pre-order it, go ahead, I would say, because there's already independent reviews. Other than that, it's just like a small computer. They are still probably going to be producing the Pi 4 for a long time.
Yeah.
They're still producing the Pi 2. Technically.
Okay.
So, what topic should we do next?
Probably
rebranding.
Yeah. So, we rebranded. We are no longer The Sick Show, and now 7 Days of Tech. We renamed because it's like 7 Days of Tech more unique.
Yeah.
I tested.
Easier to find.
Yeah, I tested on Spotify. If you just search 7 Days of Tech, it's the first thing that shows up.
Okay.
Instead of having to scroll through a lot of other things.
I was trying to tell some friends to like go look it up, and they were on Apple Podcasts, and they were looking all over. I couldn't find it. They couldn't find it.
We're not on Apple Podcasts.
We aren't anymore?
We weren't ever.
Oh, we were.
No.
It's still really hard to find. But, and like, if you say sick, they're going to type in SICK.
Yeah.
And so this is actually just better, betterer.
Yeah.
I also came up with the idea for a, like, actually, I don't want to say the URL I want, or the, like, website I want, because somebody might take it.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, okay.
Also, we have a new email.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, it's going across the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, it's like that thing they have on buses.
Oh, yeah. Anyways.
7-day soft ek.
What?
7-day soft ek. Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, sponsor us, please.
Yeah, please.
We need money.
I need money for like college and crap. I want children. Bro, what children? The house,
Yeah.
children, and childs are expensive, and also houses. Why you muted us?
What?
Why have you muted us?
We're not muted. I just turned
saw
off
the
the
muted thing.
text. Anyways, why did we rebrand and our new logo? Right, I should probably show the new logo even though it's already visible. Let's see. Oh, where are you?
Yeah, I emailed it. I made it in Inkscape because
Yeah,
I'm
what-
just more superior than you guys.
Google doesn't support SVG, so I have to upload the PNG.
They do, I think. Like, you can export as an SVG.
You can't upload SVG though.
Uh,
Look,
Did you download Inkscape?
if I try uploading SVG.
Oh.
No, I didn't. Anyways, logo.
Yeah,
Very cool.
it's
Um,
cool because it's like,
Yeah,
it's
here.
7 and then it's days, but then also
it's 7 here.
unintentionally it
And then-
also has a T.
Yeah, and then D,
I
and
did
then
not design it
a
to have
T.
it.
Wait, you didn't?
No.
I thought you did.
No, I was just effing around with logos during like
Oh,
before
and
tech class.
it also looks like a 3.
Yeah, so like if we can get another person from school to join, maybe we can like
Oh yeah,
meme up the 3 thing.
yeah, that'd be
Hype.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought you made the T on purpose.
No, it was an accident. I just realized it.
Oh.
You know what else wasn't an accident? This segue to our sponsor.
Sponsor.
Anyway, getting into the next topic. Epic Games is not so epic anymore. Epic Games has just laid off 830 of their employees, or 16% of their workforce, due to unsustainable spending. Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney said in a letter to the laid off employees, "For a while now, we've been spending way more money than we can earn." He also said, "I've long been optimistic that we could power through this transition without layoffs, but in retrospect, I see that this was unrealistic." Laid off employees will receive 6 months of severance pay to find a new job, and reportedly 2/3 of the layoffs were teams outside of core development, whatever core development means. I think they mean outside of like Epic Game or like, you know, Unreal Engine and Fortnite. So discussion is, should companies really be hiring more people than they need?
No,
Like, what could they do to prevent this? I understand
not
like
hire
sometimes
as many people.
sometimes things are unexpected, like
Yeah.
depressions, but also like, and sometimes as you get into a bigger company, you're not always in control of some things that happen.
Yeah.
But also, like, firing 830 people is a lot of people to fire. I'm not going to use laid off because that's a lie. They were fired. I know they have different meanings, but they were still fired. So, if you could just hire the amount, like, okay, if you have your R&D team and you're saying, okay, we need like 5 to 6 more people, just hire 5 to 6 more people then.
Yeah.
Like, this seems like a very preventable problem. And like I said, some things are unpredictable, like, you know, shareholders. Is Epic Games a publicly held company? Held? Because if they aren't, this is
Privately held company
so
as of mid 2023.
okay. This doesn't make much sense then, because I know companies can be pressured by their shareholders to do stuff, which is crap, and shareholders, you can go F yourself. Like, actually though, I don't have a bleep button because Ian, is you still using Linux? Because, yes.
I really want to switch to Windows, but I'm too lazy.
Okay. I designed a CPU during science class last year. What, I call it the SAM architecture. So this seems like a very avoidable problem. And I will say I am not a company owner, at least not a major company owner. If you call this a company, then
Or like,
me and Ian are sharing 50% of it.
BetaCat.
It's not a real company.
BetaCat.
I haven't officially registered that as a company.
We haven't officially registered 7 Days of Tech.
Okay, but like, and Epic Games is a big company, like big. We don't know how big because they're privately held, but I'm gonna say at least billions. So if they hire a couple too many people, they can probably just absorb that. But 830 people, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I also understand, like, if they're not doing very good work, but I don't really see how they would be laid off for that. And 830 people is a lot of people.
Yeah. It really is.
That's, jeez. Like, when they did the Google layoffs, they didn't give any warning, and some people found out when they got to work that, they're like, oh, my badge doesn't work. And they're just like, check your email. Oh, I was laid off. We were actually on a ski trip when Google released the email, and my dad was holy moly. He was very frightened. He was thankfully not laid off. But layoffs shouldn't happen. Even with large severances, people have, like, families to support, and
Yeah.
just a random layoff for no reason is kind of not sustainable. I mean, I understand they did say 2/3 of the layoffs were in teams outside of core development, so, like, you know, they own Bandcamp, so maybe people were laid off there because Bandcamp was dying or something. I don't know. But this is, I feel like this is preventable. Most definitely because they are privately held.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is not very good. So I hope Epic Games can improve and become a good company again, but this is still a major hit. So yeah, do you want to move on to a different topic or do something else? I want to talk about my rack mount plans.
Let's do the last topic and then...
Not going to talk about my rack mount plans first. Save that for the end.
Save what for the end?
The last topic.
Fine.
Okay, so you see, Linus is like Standal's man, and he's like very short. Okay, this is nothing to do with my rack. So basically, so you know, everybody, at least most people, if you're not Linus or some other people who have rack mount gaming PCs, they have their PCs on the side or on top of their setups, and like there's a bunch of lights and stuff, and also like you have to make it look kind of nice, and I don't really feel like doing that for every single computer that I own. And also, PCs are loud sometimes. If you want like adequate cooling and you want it to be not very loud, you are in a pickle.
I mean,
So you know what the solution is? Put it in a different room. Now you don't have to see it. You can just have your monitors. You don't have to, like, it's right next to your NAS. It's right next to all your networking stuff. I mean, you might have to, like, hook up fiber optic stuff, which costs like a lot of money. But I don't really think I need USB 3, so I might be able to do it through like Cat 6A or something. Because the little adapters you can get for like USB to and HD or DisplayPort to optical are like $1,000 each. So I'm not really sure why Linus was so concerned about the price of the PCs or the rack mount PCs if he was already gonna be spending at least $2,000 each.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I don't have to have RGB and stuff, and I don't really have to invest in.
But doesn't RGB give you more frames?
No, it actually gives you less frames. Okay, so like I mean, like, you know, Corsair fans, they look pretty cool, but they're not as good as Noctua fans, which are like cracked. And
our fans don't exist.
And so like, yeah, we can just put like a bunch of Noctua fans in a little tiny server, and kabang kaboom, you got a rack mount server. And also, I want to seem better than everybody else because I have a rack. So what do you think? Rack mount? Should I do a rack mount PC? I should do a rack mount PC, shouldn't I? Yeah, he's saying yes. It's also a lot easier.
I mean, if you have the money.
It's not that much more than a normal PC.
True.
It's like a little bit more, but like, you don't have to buy new cases and stuff if you want to make it look different, because you just have your rack. And then I also want to have the cleanest, like, the cleanest FU Linus gaming setup on the planet. With my rack mount PC. You're not gonna
What
see.
does that mean?
What? You know, Linus did this is the cleanest gaming setup.
Oh, yeah.
But the computer was still on site, and there was still a cable running to the computer. I'm not going to have that. It's going to go through the wall to the basement where the server is. Invisa-PC. Of course, yeah, I'm basically homelisted the actually invisible PC. Where it was invisible. You know the 0G ultralight gaming mouse?
Which one?
The 0G ultralight gaming mouse. You do this to click.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. What do you think? Should I do? Is rack mount the gaming PCs the future?
Maybe.
Or are we still gonna get this?
Some people are still gonna get that.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a rack mount PC,
Except, like, clean setups are cool.
Yeah, but you don't have to, like, pay money for RGB stuff. You don't have glass that breaks. Yeah, it's just clearly better.
What was that? You're reminding me about the
Yes.
broken side panel.
Yes, it was. You know, Corsair,
Yeah.
you should definitely get that fixed. That was not very nice. Now I'm big sad.
Well, I mean, it would make sense if there was, like, a lot of pressure that you just...
It's a common problem with this case.
Yeah.
And now I want to talk about mechanical keyboards. So
After the last
No,
topic.
no,
Yes,
no,
okay.
no,
Spotify
no.
gets text. Spotify is rolling out auto-generated transcripts for more creators. So there's a chance that if you're on Spotify right now, there's a chance that this episode has that. They will also be time synced so you can read the text at the same time it is being said. Basically just like lyrics for songs. And, like, of course...
So it's auto-generated lyrics.
Yeah, basically. Because, like, on the Spotify... On Spotify, they have lyrics for songs that are also time-synced.
Why not they do this sooner? I literally did that, but smaller and with a PC strapped to my chest.
Oh yeah.
Yes, the real-ish
Oh, yeah.
time subtitles. I
Real-ish.
even had enough time to implement like curse censoring. So like if I said a bad word, it would like censor it. I did have to make a list of naughty words though.
Okay.
So yeah.
Uh.
And I even replaced like, you know, if you say like the not autonomically correct version of the body part you're trying to say, it will actually autocorrect it to the body part you're trying to say.
Okay.
Yes.
Discussion. Why don't more platforms have this?
I don't know.
Like, YouTube has it. Sorta, yeah. Spotify is rolling it out. But, like, the other platforms that we're on doesn't have it. I checked.
Oh, jeez.
Like,
probably because they now have to like credit the people who made the AI model for that, and they don't want to do that, so they're not gonna do that. Cause there's a ton of open source projects where you can get like reasonably accurate text to speech or speech to text. It is
I think
pretty good.
I read that like Spotify's adding like different languages that are automatically made, but I'm not sure.
Well, there's a problem with that because translating is not an exact science.
Yeah.
There's not a one-to-one translation for everything. I was reading on some Reddit somewhere, I think, that they're like Asian friend or something, where they're talking about abortion, and he didn't know English that well, so he said delete the baby.
Delete the baby.
So, like, yeah, there's stuff like that, sort of. Like, you're gonna have weird things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we all know how notoriously not amazing Google Translate is. It's actually reasonably good nowadays, but it's not perfect.
I know. Typically, like, if I want to translate Spanish to English or English to Spanish, I use, like, I use this website, which is, like, really good.
And honestly, I just use Google Translate.
Yeah, but I'm taking Spanish class, so I need it to be as accurate as possible.
I know, but Google Translate is, like, still accurate-ish. It's probably one of the most accurate, like, language translations you're gonna get. But it's not gonna be as accurate as somebody who's lived in both cultures for many years and is able to translate it with their mind.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty good. Like,
I mean, for basic things. Like, if you want to translate a really complicated sentence, it probably wouldn't be the best.
Well, Google also has, like, the biggest AI thing in the entire... One of the biggest AI teams, I guess.
Anyways, do you want to talk about mechanical keyboards now?
So you want to make a mechanical keyboard.
Yeah, the main reason is I want to put this at more of an angle, but as you can see, there's no room because it's too big.
Oh, you want to put what at an angle?
Like this. Like, so that it's more comfortable for when I like play games for a long time.
So you want like a comfort key, like an ergonomic keyboard. That's like this.
No. I want like just these keys.
Oh, you want a 10 keyless. You're probably going to get some of these.
Well,
it's just going to be smushed.
I do want some of these also. But, like, I want a smaller keyboard, and I also want mechanical, because it sounds...
Do you want an ergo keyboard?
Because it sounds a lot better. I mean,
they're pretty good, and you're not gonna get like,
I honestly just want keyboard.
you're not. But I think it's a worthy investment because you're not gonna get what's it called? You know the thing that happens in your fingers is like, I forgot what it's called.
Describe.
It's like, they hurt a lot when you're old because if you use your fingers a lot, or you're like if you type like this is not normal because your wrists are actually bent a bit. But if you type like this, it's more natural.
I do type like this.
That's not proper. You gotta type like this.
Like this?
Yeah. But they make keyboards where they're basically split in the middle.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So they're more
But-
natural.
That's not really what I want. I just want a keyboard that's smaller and mechanical.
Okay, but you're gonna get like arthritis in your fingers when you're older.
I've seen your keyboard.
What, mine?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I won that one for free. I'm thinking of
I've
getting
seen your other keyboards that you've used in the past.
Yes, because I also got all of those for free. Except for one of them, which I paid $30 for. At Micro Center. But they also didn't have any Ergo keyboards.
I don't really want an Ergo keyboard.
Okay, fine. Fine. So do you want it to be like, do you want like a buckling spring keyboard?
Uh,
Now look it up. We're gonna play this loud. We're gonna play this
Here.
live.
let
A
me
buckling spring-
open up a new window.
Buckling spring is like a super duper quiet keyboard.
Google.com. Just want to make sure.
It's like super duper quiet. They're really old though, and they don't make them anymore.
Wait. What is it?
Buckling spring keyboard.
Buckling spring keyboard.
Look up a video. Play it.
Videos like this.
Just like sound. I don't think that's gonna be a sound.
I also don't. I tried to connect Bluetooth, but it didn't work. Sound.
That one. That was good. Yeah. So
Yeah,
buckling.
let me figure this out. Let's see if
Buckling spring keyboards are like super quiet.
let's see if this can connect now.
They sound very satisfying.
What did that connect to?
I'm not sure.
Probably connected. Yep, it connected to my phone. Cool. I should probably turn on
Satisfying.
audio here. Yeah. Oh, what did that connect? Nothing. Cool. I should probably turn on. Oh.
It turned off.
Oh, what did that connect? Oh, that's why. It was connected to my monitor speaker. Nothing. Cool.
So quiet.
What?
Right?
That's why. It was connected to my monitor speaker. It's playing the. It's playing the video.
It's so quiet. Right?
Oh, wait.
Right? Why do you have a download button?
Is that actually what it sounds like?
Yes.
That's super loud.
Yes, I want a buckling spring keyboard.
I don't.
So bad. I'm gonna get when I go to.
Do you hear this?
Yes, when I go to college, I'm gonna get one, and then I'm gonna start typing documents at midnight. So like all my roommates when they're trying to sleep just hear.
I don't want that. I want like.
Okay, you want like a linear switch where it's like you don't. You should get like. Okay, so you get like a pack of.
Wait, let's see what that sounds like.
You get a bunch
Linear
of.
versus tactile. Here, let's see.
That sounds very loud.
Linear with dampener. Just try no dampener. Okay. Now sound pretty 69.
Nice.
Anyways.
You should get like a small sample pack that has like a bunch of types of switches, and then you can test them.
Wait. What?
So you don't
Wait, get a what?
like a sample pack
Sample pack
switches.
switches. Like
Like the first one.
this.
Yeah, that's perfect. And I'll go to like one of the Amazon links or something.
Like this.
Yeah, I think those are genuine. I doubt it.
Okay.
I don't know. They don't have any Cherry MX switches.
Send me a link and I guess I could get it.
I know Cherry makes a lot of switches. So yeah, you're gonna buy a mechanical keyboard and make your own.
If I know what switches I want.
Okay, you should probably figure that out then. I
Yeah.
can help you with that when you're done
Okay. When I'm done with what?
getting parts.
Like building the keyboard?
No, when you're getting parts.
Okay.
I can help you build part. I can help you build keyboard.
Okay.
I have successfully disassembled my keyboard and reassembled it.
Sounds like something you would do.
Okay, well, part of it was broken. So I had to take out every single switch to do that. That was annoying. And I put all the switches in and I didn't bend any pins. I am so lucky. Anyway.
We still have like 15 more minutes.
Okay. So speaking of keyboarding, I'm learning how to type again.
Again?
Yes, because the way I type is not the proper way to type. I just kind of know where the keys are, sort of, but I don't type them with the right fingers.
Yeah, I know. That's what I do too.
Like, you're supposed to type C with your middle finger.
I type it like...
Nah, you're not supposed to do that. That's bad.
I literally move my hands.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. You're just supposed to stay in the same row.
Why?
Because it's way faster.
Okay, let's see. Full screen this.
Yeah, Ian's gonna do a typing test.
And then you're gonna do it.
Oh, God.
Actually,
Please.
no, you're not used to this keyboard. I am. Wait, is this restart? Actually, wait.
What are you doing?
Keyboard cam.
Bruh. You don't get extra points for correcting it. I know, maybe you do. You don't go back.
I'm gonna try again.
See, you're typing at 67 WPM. The average is like 100.
$90.
90. I bet you could improve on it by improve your accuracy and like speed by typing properly. So yeah.
Yeah, but I don't feel like doing that.
Well, I mean, I want to be a programmer, so it's probably gonna help.
Okay, now I need to fix the camera.
And typing.com is free, so ish.
Ish.
Yeah.
Isn't it like free?
Yeah.
Like it's free for the main things. Like some tools are paid, I think.
I don't like the stupid games though. They're not very fun.
Like which games?
I don't know, games on typing.com. They make you do.
Oh yeah, those games.
I type like real words better than just random characters.
Yeah, I know.
Mostly.
Well, you don't spell them correctly, but
Okay, but like also because like E and R are right next to each other because that's a commonly used thing. So they're right next to each other.
yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I want to learn how to type faster.
I'm fine with my 90 WPM average.
Okay. I want to beat you at like 200 or something stupid like that.
200.
Or I learn how to use those keyboards that they use in court so they can type
Oh,
at,
yeah.
like 300.
How do those work?
You don't type words, you type parts of words. Like you type ER in one stroke.
Okay.
So like you can basically, and you type commonly used, it's like 6 or 7 keys or something.
Okay.
But you can go way faster. Because you can, it's like different key, like you press that or something at the same time and it does, I don't know, something.
Okay.
So yeah.
I mean,
What?
yeah.
You think we should end?
We have 10 minutes before the 1 hour mark.
We should end.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. What do you have to talk about?
What do we have to talk
I
about?
don't know. Not much.
Let's end.
Okay. We will
Sponsor
see you
us,
guys.
please.
We'll see you guys next week, maybe.